Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session. Next two cases are cause number 329-626, cause number 330-880. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Hamza Sawar. Mr. Sawar, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can turn this way, Mr. Sawar. You don't have to face that way. Mr. Sawar, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Sawar, are you here represented by your attorney, Attorney J. Michael Reisinger? Attorney Reisinger, how are you doing?
Doing good, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Reisinger, do you have an announcement you'd like to make in Mr. Zawar's cases?
I mean, Your Honor, at this time, we haven't been able to reach an agreement with the DA's office for entering a plea of not guilty, which we did in our waiver or whatever. But I haven't spoken on, I haven't done a lot of negotiation or speaking with the district attorney's office. So
you need some time to,
yes, Your Honor, because I'm hoping that we can resolve the matter, but
okay.
but I do need some more time.
How much time do you need?
How much time are we allowed?
Well, our standard reset is 30 days. We can give you more than that if you need more than that.
I would, if it's okay, Your Honor, because of, I've got to have my client come in and review all the discovery and everything.
Okay, what about 60 days?
That'll be
fine?
just fine. Yeah.
We'll give us a date. Okay, this case will be reset to April 13th of 2022. Mr. Attorney Reisinger, would you stand in front of our court coordinator on the end? You're gonna sign the pad for the reset over there on the far end?
Sure.
Thank you.
She's gonna get you reset. She'll print it off.
Right. I'll email you some orders.
That'd be great. That'd be great. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Are y'all doing in live jury trials you're doing, or are
Yes.
y'all doing them online?
No, we don't do jury trials via Zoom.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I didn't know if they're like maybe in a different room or something like that.
No, we have,
Y'all
you have to
spread
be
them
in person. Yeah, the jury sits out in the
I
gallery.
got
Yeah.
you. Have y'all started back doing full on jury trials yet?
Well, this court will be starting back in about 3 weeks.
And Your Honor, one other issue, we spoke yesterday via Zoom about his occupational license.
Right, that's what I was getting ready to call. Now,
Okay, I'm
we're in session in cause number 0135642. And the state of Texas versus Hamza Sawar petition for occupational driver's license.
I
And-
didn't interrupt you.
Yes,
I'm showing, and I may have something wrong, but I'm showing cause number 0137178.
yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, but we have to change the numbers. Was supposed to be changed on this here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
Took
so.
the number off the other.
Yeah, shit, yeah, that was just a go by. Okay, this is cause number 0137178. It is a petition for occupational driver's license for Hamza Sawar. And the court met on yesterday with Attorney Raymond Shearer and Attorney Reisinger on this petition. And on yesterday, the state was not opposed to the occupational license, and the state has the same position today. They're not opposed to the occupational driver's license. But the court now, in reference to Mr. Sawar's work hours,
That's right. I did determine, Your Honor, and I'll let Mr. Sawar explain if you, I don't know if he needs to swear in.
Yeah, Mr. Sawar, would you please raise your right hand?
Yes.
Mr. Sawar, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do, sir.
You may put your hand down.
Mr. Sawar, will you just state your name for the record, please?
My name is Holmes.
And you're here today and you've requested a petition for occupational driver's license, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the judge had a Zoom hearing, I had a Zoom hearing with a judge and prosecutor Sure yesterday, which they're not opposing your petition. However, there was an issue concerning your work hours, correct?
Correct.
And so would you explain where you work, your hours you work, the days you work?
I work in a hospital at St. Elizabeth. I'm a pharmacy tech, and currently we are short staffed, so my hours do rotate. Vary. I can either be working from 6 to 2:30 or 6:30 to 3, and I can be also working from 2:30 to 11 as well. And sometimes they do have overnight shifts as well that I need to work there, but it depends, to be honest. Where they need me, I can go in.
Now, now, at the time that the petition was filed, you were working for T-Mobile?
Yes, sir. That was before July 29th. I
Okay,
started working in the hospital until
okay. So in your petition, your attorney, Mr. Reisinger, requested that the 4-hour restriction be waived, and he was asking for a 12-hour period be granted. That is, that your total drive time may not exceed 12 hours in any 24-hour period. Is that correct, Mr. Reisinger?
That's correct, Your Honor, but, because of his erratic hours that he may work 6 to 2 or 2 to 11 or even an overnight shift, that we request that he could use a driving log. That way, you know, if he gets pulled over, you know, he has to have this log in his vehicle all the time, logged in of his last time he entered in the vehicle, and last time he was driving the vehicle, I guess you'd say. And then the officer could, you know, determine, it's kind of like those logs that the truckers have, you know.
Right. Mr. Reisinger, do you understand? I mean, that's right, Mr. Hamza. Sawar, do you understand what your attorney is talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now state, you have any objections?
No, Your Honor, just a couple of questions.
Okay,
Thank you. Mr. Sarwar,
Yes, sir.
okay, are you, while you're out on bond on these 2 DWI cases, are you still drink?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
now, go ahead.
When are you drinking? Is it weekends or is it daily?
Just weekends.
What are you drinking?
Usually just beer, to be honest.
Just beer?
Speak up, sir.
Beer usually.
Okay, do you work on the weekends?
I rotate weekends, so I work every other weekend.
Okay, and how long have you had this current job?
Since July of 29th of last year.
Since July of last year?
Yes, sir.
You've had this job?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you do drink on the weekends and you may also work on the weekends.
Yes.
And it involves driving.
Yes, I don't drink on days.
How do you know, how far in advance do you know?
We have a set schedule, so every other weekend's my weekend,
Mhm.
and that's set schedule for weekends.
Are you currently subject to any type of, as part of your bond conditions that you're aware of, subject to any type of urinalysis?
Yes, sir.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how many times have you had to?
I haven't had it done yet.
You haven't done that? So
Yeah.
and how long have you been on bond?
To be honest,
Not even sure.
not even sure.
It's probably since
Since
February.
since
Since February last year.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, the state would just, based on his answers, the state would just request that perhaps he be required to provide some more, some random urinalyses to make sure he's not, drinking while he's working.
Okay, I think, let me do this here. Now, Mr. Sawar, your driver's license was suspended because of a refusal to take to provide a sample of either breath or blood test on July 4th of 2021. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, and as a result of that, your driver's license was suspended on August 9th of 2021, and it ends August 12th of 2023. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
According to your driving record.
Mhm.
And now, eh, now pursuant to the Texas Transportation Code, section 521.245, as a petitioner, you must attend counseling and rehabilitation services. The petitioner may attend one of the following court-approved counseling and rehabilitation services and return proof to the court upon completion. One, it could be an 8-hour of private counseling and rehabilitation services within 60 days, or 2 8 hours of AA, NA meetings within 60 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you also now, as a pursuant to the Texas Transportation Code 521.2465, you're required as a restriction that any vehicle owned or operated by you, the petitioner, must be equipped with a working ignition interlock device in accordance with the Texas Transportation Code. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that may be a condition of your bond. Is that
Yes,
correct? So, Mr. Rising, you have anything else?
I do not, Your Honor.
Mr. Ham, you have anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so the order of the court is that on this day, February 10th of 2022, the court heard the petitioner's application. Oh, excuse me. On this day, February 9th of 2022, the court heard the petitioner's application for occupational driver's license of Hamza Sawar, who appeared in person and by counsel and announced ready. The court finds the notice to the state was given as required by the Texas Transportation Code, section 521.243. The court finds that notice to the state was given as, okay, that's redundant. And the attorney representing the state, Attorney James Ham, appeared in court. Findings: the court finds that the petitioner personal information is as follows. As his name is Hamza Sawar, petitioner's driver's license, his last 4 digits are 0446. Petitioner's home address is stated in the petition. And the court finds that the court has jurisdiction and venue over the case, and the petitioner, because the offense for which petitioners was suspended happened in this county, Jefferson County. The court finds that the petitioner has provided the court with the following: a certified abstract of petitioner's driver's license record, and B, an SR 22 financial responsibility insurance certificate. The court finds that the driver's license was suspended because the petitioner refused to provide a specimen of his breath of blood. The court finds that the petitioner's driver's license is not denied, suspended, or revoked because of a physical or mental disability or non-payment of child support. 6, the court finds that the petitioner has not been issued more than one occupational driver's license following a conviction during the past 10 years. The court finds that the suspension of petitioner's license began on August 9th, 2021, and ends on August 12th of 2023. 8, the court finds the petitioner was arrested on or about July 4th, 2021 in Jefferson County, Texas, for the offense of driving while intoxicated with a breath alcohol of 0.15 or more, and he refused to provide a specimen of his breath of blood. And as provided in Chapter 724, Subchapter C of the Texas Transportation Code, Petitioner's license was suspended for a period of 2 years. Petitioner petitioner has not had a prior suspension arising from an alcohol or related enforcement contact as defined by the Texas Transportation Code, Section 524.001, in the 5 years preceding the date of the arrest. Court finds that the petition for occupational license is granted, subject to the following restrictions, and orders the petitioner to follow all restrictions listed below. Two, the court finds that the Texas Department of Public Safety, excuse me, wait a minute, I'll reread it. The court orders the Texas Department of Public Safety to issue an occupational driver's license to petitioners subject to the following restrictions. The court further orders the Texas Department of Public Safety to administer any and all tests required for the issuance of said occupational license. And if petitioner passes all required tests, issue an occupational license to petitioners subject to the following restrictions. That's 3. A, petitioner must not drive a commercial vehicle with this license. B, petitioner must maintain in full force and effect an SR 22 automobile liability insurance policy for the entire period the occupational license is in effect. C, petitioner must have in his possession a certified copy of this court order while driving and must allow a peace officer to examine the order when requested. Number 4, the court also orders the restrictions below. A, any vehicle owned or operated by the petitioner must be equipped with a working ignition interlock device in accordance with the Texas Transportation Code, Section 521.2465. B, petitioner must not refuse any lawful request by law enforcement for a sample of petitioner's breath or blood if stopped for driving while intoxicated. C, according to the Texas Transportation Code, Section 521.245, the petitioner must attend counseling and rehabilitation services. The petitioner may attend one of the following court-approved counseling and rehabilitation services and return proof to the court upon completion. 1, 8 hours of private counseling and rehabilitation services within 60 days, or 2, 8 hours of AA/NA meetings within 60 days. Petitioner may only drive in the counties listed here. Bring me to another question. He has another job. Those counties still, does he?
Let me double check if you don't mind. These counties we had listed here was Tyler, Harlan, Jasper, Jefferson, Harris, and
It's
County.
just Jefferson right now.
Yeah, that would still suffice, yeah.
It'll still be those same counties?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Petitioner is currently, well, I gotta take this out. Now, where is he currently? I had hit that he was a sales associate.
Now he's in, go ahead.
I'm a certified pharmacy tech at St. Elizabeth.
What?
He's-
Certified pharmacy tech.
Certified pharmacy tech. Okay, certified pharmacy tech. You said St. Elizabeth Hospital in
Yes, sir.
Beaumont? Okay. So petitioner may only drive in the counties listed here. Petitioner is currently employed as a certified pharmacy tech at St. Elizabeth Hospital, Beaumont, Texas, and must be available to perform his occupational trade as a pharmacy tech or for transportation to and from where the petitioner practices his occupational trade. Okay, E, petitioner must only drive to and from work or school or for his essential duties, including medical appointments, court appointments, attorney appointments, probation office meetings, and any supervision, education, counseling, or other essential needs authorized by this court. Petitioner's use of a motor vehicle on the following days and times, routes, and areas, and the 4 hour restriction is waived, and the 12-hour period is granted to wit, days and times. Petitioner shall maintain any vehicle he drives, a driving logbook solely for documenting his driving habits. Said logbook shall include notations of date, time, odometer readings, destination, and purpose of travel to open any entry and date and time, and odometer reading to close any entry. Total drive time may not exceed 12 hours in any 24-hour period. And the counties is Hardin, Harris, Jasper, Jefferson, Tyler, and any contiguous counties in the state of Texas. The routes, the petition shall keep all times a log of the times driven. And the clerk shall send a certified copy of the petition and the court order setting out this court's finding and restrictions to the Texas Department of Public Safety. This order takes effect on this order takes effect on, this order takes effect on the date this order is signed by the court, which is today. If all driver testing requirements have been met, petitioner may use a certified copy of this order for occupational license as a restricted license only for 45 days, beginning on the date this order takes effect. And the date of this order ends unless revoked by the court. This order for occupational driver's license remains valid through August 12th of 2023, which is the date petitioner's current driver's license suspension ends. The reason for petitioner's current driver's suspension is listed in number 4 above. Warnings to petitioner. It is a Class B misdemeanor for you to drive in violation of any of the restrictions listed below above. If it is a Class B misdemeanor for you to drive without a certified copy of this order in your possession, the court may revoke this order and any time for good cause. The order and your occupational driver's license are automatically revoked if you are convicted of driving in violation of any of the restrictions listed above, or convicted of driving without a certified copy of this order in your possession. If all driver testing requirements have been met, you may use a certified copy of the order for occupational driver's license to drive for 45 days only, beginning on the date this order takes effect. If you do not receive your occupational driver's license from the Texas Department of Public Safety before the 45th day after the date this order takes effect, you must not drive until you receive your occupational driver's license from the Texas Department of Public Safety, or come back to court to get an amended order for occupational driver's license that extends the 45-day time period. It is this order. If this order includes a finding of the essential need to drive and the places, reasons, days, or times that you need to drive, you must come back to the court to get an amended order for occupational driver's license that reflects those changes. Now, Mr. Sawar, you'll be given a copy of this order. The court is signing this copy today. There's some changes that needs to be made. We probably could get those changes made in a few minutes, and then it'll be e-file. You can get a copy from the county clerk's office.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. At this time,